The NFL has made some of the biggest athletes the world has ever seen, with the biggest bank accounts to go along with the fame. So when you are rolling in Super Bowl rings and endorsement cash ready to burn, what kind of rides do you buy? Tom Brady is without a doubt the most legendary player on the field right now. I do mean on the field right now because despite all of the rumors and conversations and contract deals about retirement, Brady is back on the field. His unbelievable career has brought him a substantial fortune of $250 million. So with that kind of money, he probably has like a flying car or something, right? A star like Brady deserves one of the finest cars ever built by man. Evidently, he agrees. That's what led him to getting his very own Bugatti Veyron Supersport. This is the car I would get if I had Tom Brady's arm. It's black and sleek. It can hit speeds of nearly 300 miles per hour. The ride is basically a better version of the Batmobile with a price that reflects just that. This one runs for $3 million and has only a handful of other high-profile owners such as Jay-Z and Tom Cruise. Trade out Batman for James Bond and you've got his next ride, his sleek, stylish Aston Martin DB11. The only car more of a superstar than he is. One that ran the highly decorated athlete over $200,000. If you put both of these cars together, you get a limited edition TB12 Aston Martin Vanquish S Volante. It has the James Bond style of his DB11 with the black sleekness of his Veyron. He tried parting with this one for over $300,000, though some felt it was severely underpriced. These cars are practically art pieces, definitely not the kind you drive around every day. So what does a guy like Brady drive around on a daily basis? Actually, Brady likes to drive around in a Ford F-150 Raptor. This car only costs around $75,000, which is chump change for someone like him. Despite that, he said that it is the perfect truck for NFL stars, largely because of their above-average size and the space the truck offers. This is by far his favorite truck to get behind the wheel of. Okay, but he also drives around in a fancy rich guy car too, right? Well, don't be disappointed because Brady is also pretty passionate about his Tesla. He has a Tesla Model S that goes for $104,000. He's a big environmentalist, so supporting an electric car is a no-brainer for him. He's talked on and on about how cool it is to go on a big road trip in this Tesla and not have to stop at a gas station. I don't need to tell you that nowadays, that is quite the flex. Of course, he might not get to keep these cars very much longer. Rumor has it that he and Giselle are likely to get divorced in the near future. This will likely be the most expensive divorce in NFL history. Patrick Mahomes is one of the most popular NFL athletes alive today. He's been with the Kansas City Chiefs since 2017. His career has earned him $40 million, though that's just the beginning for this superstar. Of course, he'd probably have a lot more money if he didn't have such a passion for luxury cars. Look no further than his $330,000 Ferrari 812 Superfast. This baby is quite fast indeed, capable of hitting speeds of 211 miles per hour. Yeah, they don't call it Superfast for nothing. His first Pro Bowl MVP award was a Genesis G70 luxury sedan. This costs over $37,000, but there's nothing quite like being awarded one for free. It also pays to be close to him. He gifted his wife, Brittany Mahomes, a Lamborghini Urus that costs $225,000. She said there's nothing like waking up at 8 a.m. to a new car on Monday. Good luck to anyone else who ever tried to get her a present after that. Aaron Rodgers is living the dream. He's the quarterback of the one and only Green Bay Packers. His success for the team has earned him a pro athlete fortune. He's got a net worth of over $200 million. So what do you drive when you're rolling in that much success? There's one truck that Rodgers has that is truly one of a kind. After appearing in a commercial for Ford F-150, the company sent him his very own truck, only this one was inscribed Aaron Rodgers Limited Edition on the side. So how much is a one-of-a-kind truck worth? I doubt he'll ever sell this one, so we're unlikely to ever find out. There's also a rumor out there that Rodgers owns an incredibly rare, incredibly expensive ride that pretty much anyone else in the NFL would be jealous of. That would be the legendary Mercedes-Benz Maybach Accelero. This is the most expensive Maybach ever made, worth $8.8 million. The thing about this rumor that seems sketchy to me is that if you had an $8 million masterpiece, why would you keep it a secret? Being a part of Rodgers' team is a good way to get gifts, apparently. Rodgers once gifted the entire offensive line their very own Polaris ATVs, each said to be worth $20,000. When asked what kind of present he would want in return, he said he'd always wanted an Aston Martin. So they got him one, sort of. What they really did was got him his own ATV, just with an Aston Martin logo on it. Well, an Aston Martin logo and a pink fuzzy steering wheel. Honestly, even with the truck and the Maybach, this is by far his best ride. Reggie Bush is a highly decorated athlete who has pulled in the cash worthy of his pedigree. That would be $25 million. Bush has a passion not only for buying cars, but for buying classic cars. A good example of this is his 1971 Chevelle SS. This beauty is worth $13,000. Funnily enough, that's on the cheap side for this guy. Next, we've got his Ferrari F430. This one can go for over 45 grand. Personally, I dig his 1967 Shelby Mustang GT500. It's a super classy ride with a price tag that reflects just that. A price tag of around $200,000. Now that's how you spend a superstar fortune. Odell Beckham Jr. is a wide receiver who has played for teams like the New York Giants to great acclaim. This career has earned him a giant net worth of $40 million. He also has a giant Rolls-Royce collection, one that includes several beauties, such as the Rolls-Royce Cullinan. This fine example of the company's craftsmanship runs over $350,000. Add to this his Rolls-Royce Dawn that costs just a bit more with a price tag of $353,000. His finest is his Rolls-Royce Phantom drop-head coupe. This kind of masterpiece runs over $500,000. If I had snagged beauties like these, I would show that kind of brand loyalty as well. Chances are his next Rolls is on the way. Marshawn Lynch might actually love driving sports cars a little too much. So much that it keeps getting him into trouble. The infamous car in question is his beloved 2020 Shelby GT500. This car is a true beauty with a worth of over $500,000. This was the car he actually got arrested in Las Vegas. Lynch was reportedly found asleep at the wheel after a night of beast mode partying. This was actually the second incident in Vegas, as he reportedly crashed his $515,000 Lamborghini Aventador while trying to pull off a questionable U-turn. The man's got $35 million. Can't he just get a driver? Terry Bradshaw was the quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers way back in the day. Nowadays, though, he's much more known for being a sports commentator than he is an athlete. Both have earned him $45 million. Not every car enthusiast can say they had a chance to race against legendary car fan Jay Leno. Bradshaw got into a 1979 Pontiac Firebird worth $75,000 with Jay. He picked this ride because he actually won the car in '79. After the two reminisced about the good old days, they hit the track and raced go-karts. Honestly, I've seen Bradshaw play a lot of games and commentate on a lot more, but I don't think I've ever seen him happier than when he smoked Jay Leno on the track. Alfred Morris is a running back who has been all around the block in the NFL. This pro athlete millionaire drives around in a 1991 Mazda 626 that he got in 2010. He managed to snag this baby for literally $2. Yeah, I'd be sentimental about that kind of deal too. At this point, I think that Ford should just present trucks to every single Super Bowl winner. It seems like it would just save them an inevitable trip to the dealership.